would be the most water I've ever seen in my life.
Alright, Kenny will make sure you don't fall and try to break your head or something.
You look at Kinley, who's just shaking his head no.
What is Kinley? I don't need help. I have had the bathroom talk from someone else already.
Nice.
I know how to operate the plum.
And shit on the floor and get swifty.
Not that. We'll get to it when you get to it. Kenny, do you want a scuba suit?
Stop muting yourself.
Kenny.
You've muted yourself again.
I go pee on a bush.
Okay.
Kenny, do you want a scuba suit?
Hello.
Ah, there you
There
go.
he is.
It wasn't Mike. It wasn't muted.
Oh, I'll bet you have to go to that thing that you took me to, and because his picking up shit is.
My gain's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Well, okay, here
You managed to understand my rambling. I'm impressed.
Yeah, but I was talking normally and you couldn't hear it.
Sometimes the Discord will shut off your mic because it's like he doesn't have anything to contribute. We'll shut off his mic.
I muted it and unmuted it, so it seems to be working now.
Alright, so, do you want a scuba suit? Or are you going to try
No, I'm only kidding with you. No, it won't really fit over my...
You're not going down in that armor.
What?
More?
How are you going to breathe?
The armor behind in Burlington where it goes...
No, well, take it somewhere else. No, I'm going to take the armor somewhere else.
Alright.
Yeah?
Do we really... For what we plan to do we really need scuba suits?
How are you going to breathe underwater?
Gills.
Alright, so only badge will need it then.
Hopefully gills.
Hopefully gills. Alright, fine.
Make sure I get them while you are away.
I'm only going to be gone for a couple of hours.
A couple hours is plenty for me though.
Alright. Alright, out. Keep each other company, I will be back. Can you give me your jump, please? Give me a jump, please.
Jump.
Alright, I take the jump. I hate both of you. Alright, first things first, Logan.
Yeah.
I will jump to the... Oh wait, no, hold on. Can you hold on to my armor? As I'm not walking around.
It smells bad and is super awkward, especially the helmet, which is just fucking wide-ass horns. And you notice the horns are a bit scratched up on the ends for some reason.
Alright, yeah.
Been shoving them up people's asses again.
No, people put beer cans on them. Alright, Now, Logan, before I leave, I'm gonna go to Sherma to buy a little drone, underwater drone. How much money do I think that will cost?
Less than $1 million.
I mean, okay.
Give me an appraisal roll.
Appraisal, okay.
Appraisal is knowing how much shit is worth.
Alright. No, no idea.
Less than $1 million.
Alright, right, so I need a little drone that's gonna be able to go underwater in Burlington, with a camera, and obviously remote control, so I can see and operate it. And
Future guy is looking bored out of his fucking mind as you're sitting there
back.
contemplating your shit.
Alright, I will jump over to Chicago.
says your armor.
I'm not wearing it, but okay.
No, it seems to be upset you're leaving it.
I'm sorry, I'll be back.
Okay. Sure, give me your luck roll on your trumping over there.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So you arrive in Shermer. Where would you like to go try to buy this underwater fucking drone at?
Probably like an electronics store or a gadget store that sells remote control operated.
Yeah, they got toy cars and to a much lesser extent toy planes. They have not yet developed the tech for underwater drones with cameras on them in the year 2000. In this timeline,
even like a little ship thing.
A boat that floats on top of the water? Sure, they've got that.
Underwater.
No.
Right,
No. However, you might be able to build one with all the different shit here.
Right, that's what I'll do then.
Cool. Right, you go buy a whole bunch of shit, including tools to build shit. Mark off $5,000.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of money.
Oh, no, you can do it with less. I was going to give you no negatives for this amount.
Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. Right,
okay.
Also, I want, for, just so you know.
You've got soldering irons and shit. What?
I want the drone to look like a fish.
Yeah, well done.
One of the fish.
Mark off $6,000. You now have very, very good fish disguises for your drone. Several different ones, depending on how big the drone actually becomes. The bigger the fish, the easier it will be to fit all the shit in there. The bad thing is that it will not be going forward by waving its tail. It'll be fan-powered type thing.
Well,
so
yeah, well, it's
they'll have to have water come out of its ass, basically.
Okay. Also,
Or you can make the tail into a fucking corkscrewing thing. That could even work better, although it may confuse other fish. Why does your tail work like that? I don't fucking know.
What's wrong with Fred?
It'd be like watching Matt walking by his feet spinning around. It's like he keeps his legs together, but he's still going forward.
Wouldn't be the first time.
True. I've seen you drunk before, so I'm pretty sure that that's how you were getting around then.
All right, so I have all the stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of world do you want?
Well, where would you like to put? They don't normally at the store have a place where you can put together your purchases. Where would you like to go? And you're also gonna need like a well-ventilated, well-lit room with tables and shit. The storage thing is failing on several different levels.
Yeah, the storage thing doesn't work.
Plus, you have no vehicle. Right now, you're out on the curb with bags and bags and boxes of shit, looking around desperately for a large van. What?
I'll build it in Burlington.
They
have stuff there, right?
You haven't seen a lot in the way of electrical outlets. It's just things seem to work there.
Right, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
All right, how much would it cost to rent an apartment? Like a room? Not an apartment.
Well, they're going to want IDs and all that kind of stuff.
I have IDs.
Oh, wow. Cool. Let's see. You could find one.
One day room.
Oh, that's not an apartment. That's called a hotel.
Hotel, that's what I meant.
Right. No problem. $100 later, you're in a decently big room in a hotel that's well outside of town. Look, you've got electrical outlets. You've moved the TV off, which seems to dominate the room and is big and stupid. And now you've got a table and you're sitting there soldering things and hoping that your neighbors don't think that you are cooking meth due to the smoke and shit. Give me an electronics roll to disable all the fire alarms and stuff like that, which are put in here to make sure you don't cook meth. Right, you've disabled them, but the light still works on them so that it looks like they're still going. That's all the battery is now powering is the little light. It does nothing else except make the light continue to blink.
You know the next people going in there are going to burn the fucking place down because Freddy will forget to change it back.
Oh yeah, I'm counting on that. But he is Freddy Firestarter, so it all fits.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So now, Freddie, give me gosh, I wish you'd use that roll for your fish. Anyway, so give me first a jury rig roll. This will help support.
Okay.
Good. Then give me do you have anything more specific than animal lore or zoology, or is that as good as it gets? Do you have fish lore or something?
I have it.
All right, go ahead and give me your zoology type roll. This is what a fish looks like in Freddy's world. Oh, Jesus, okay. It's a fucked up looking fish.
But those other fish, it's fine.
Yeah. You're trying to fool other fish with this fucking monstrosity. It looks like an octopus and an eel got together with some fucking carp and said, "Let's make a baby," and this is what came out.
That'll do.
Okay, and give me a drone build repair drone roll.
Do I have that?
I'm sure you do. You're trying to build and repair a drone.
All right. Don't have it, so at learn. Let's go.
Oh wait, before you make this, you can also support with your electronics if you'd like.
Oh yes, please.
Go for it. You gotta solder these things together. You gotta do your. Oh, I shouldn't have put that through that. God damn it. Okay, you're at a +10 on your build/repair drone skill roll.
And I try and support with repair mechanical?
Sure.
No. Okay.
Okay, you're at a +10. Build repair drone, brand new skill 30%. Apparently. You got it.
30%.
Do it, Freddie! Right. Okay, so you spent a lot of time trying to make this fucking fish. Now, you do have a sculpture of the scary Cthulhu-ish looking fish that you could leave like in a closet for a maid to come across.
No, hold on.
What?
I'm going to spend 1 hero point.
Okay, that'll give you a chance to redo all your supporters then, as always. Good luck.
Support 5. And the other one was?
Well, it's repair mechanical, electrical repair, and jury rig. Roll all 3 of those and see what your total pluses and minuses are, and then you're ready for your new life as a fish tamer.
Okay. All right, let's try this again at +5.
Woo!
Yeah,
oh my God! Pick up a new skill: build, repair, underwater drone.
Woo!
Do. Aquaman is under the water. It doesn't look much like a fish. It doesn't feel much like a fish. It certainly won't smell like a fish, but it'll work.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I might get. Maybe Badger can need to help.
Oh, sure. Well, right now it's a viable underwater drone that you can control with your fucking airplane remote thing. Yeah. The disadvantage is backing up is very, very bad. It's like going forward, no problem. Sideways, slow turn radius.
All right, I will trump call Kinley.
You seem to be getting a trump call. It could be from anybody. You suspect they could be trying to crush your mind like an overripe melon.
Could be Trevor. Could be him. Could be like, wait, no, he doesn't have my trump. It can't be him. It's gotta be Freddy. I think he's the only one who's got a trump of me. All right, I answer the call.
All right, no problem. It is Freddy this time.
Hey.
This time.
Mm-hmm.
What you want?
I'm done. Put me through. Oh, by the way, hold on. 1 sec. I'm gonna turn the fire alarms back on.
Give me an electronics roll to make that happen without any kind of fuckery.
Okay, there we go.
Well, damn it. All right, so we almost got it. I just wanted them to burn down their apartment building. All right, are you leaving all your tools and shit there?
No, I take everything with me.
Okay, And unfortunately, you're going to have to steal a blanket off of the bed in order to do that. Which you did have to give them your ID and stuff to check in. They've got all that. So if you want to just
blanket.
Yeah.
Are they really going to care about a blanket?
You haven't stayed at a lot of fucking hotels, I can tell.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to hand the stuff to Kinley one by one, and he'll put it down, and then I'll go through.
It doesn't work like that.
What do you mean?
Trumps have never worked like that. You have to pray. It's an all or nothing thing. Unless you got a Trump gate going, which Kinley can't open.
Okay, I'll open the Trump gate. So I don't have to steal the damn blanket.
Cool. Unfortunately, you don't have Kinley's card, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do. That's right. You've been calling him. Okay. Cool. He opens the Trump gate in order to save $30 off of just going to the front desk and saying, I'm buying a blanket. I shit in it and leaving.
All right, there we are. I'll go
right. He just passes you all this shit and you're like, oh my God. We're saving $2 off by keeping this, aren't we? And he's like, that's all mine. It's all mine. It's coming. And then he's going to forget about it in Burlington. It'll all disappear. So, cool. Right. He manages to save some money. He drains all of his magic points and manages to barely get through before the gate closes, saving everything he could. And he's it's like watching Gollum with the One Ring.
Now I'm going to go and get the scuba suit for my storage unit. Can the two of you see if you can make this look a bit more fishy? I tried, but
Make it look more what?
Well, right now what happens is when it wants to go forward, the tail goes, and there's a big fan, it goes, and the mouth goes, to take in water, and then it comes out the other end. And the eyes are large cameras and shit.
How do we make that look more fishy? What roles do you want? Disguise?
No. Well, actually, you could use disguise as a supporting thing, but...
I'm going to go into the plum.
What?
I go into the plum.
Okay.
Get a bucket of water, I bring it back into the other room and pour it on top of it.
Oh, he's never gotten it wet before.
The fish, they're wet usually. So if it's wetter, it'll look more like a fish.
It's gonna be wet later.
He's just pouring water on it and looking at you like, I'm helping. Yeah.
All right, I leave this in your hands.
Kinley's just looking at you like you're on crack.
I'll be back with the scuba suit for that. All right, I jump over to Boris now.
Sure, give me your luck roll.
Storage unit, Boris.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want rolls to make this look more fishy?
A better question would be, aside from disguise, what skills do you have that you think you can contribute to? Taxidermy would probably be really good. You have taxidermy skill?
What? Can you explain to me what the environment's going to look like he's planning on putting this thing in?
Zoology, animal law.
Those will definitely be good supporting skills. Zoology, disguise, great supporting skills. I'm thinking going for taxidermy here.
Could you explain to me what the environment's going to look like?
Oh, that's another issue there. Now that you're thinking about it, Kinley, give me a memory roll. Says
if it's about that area, I don't know. I've never been there.
You're wondering, though, it's going to be underwater, right? You've been underwater before, yeah? Mm-hmm. You're wondering, how much light is there going to be? Is there enough for the camera to pick up? Or perhaps you should mount a really heavy industrial light on this fucker.
No, I'm going to wait.
I just see one eyebrow go up like, should I?
So, plus...
What's
Yes.
What?
My taxidermy roll.
I can't believe you have skill in fucking taxidermy. Sure, yeah.
I had to do it when I was making my monster helmets.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is this, anyhow?
It looks like a fucking scary-ass fish that you probably drop a load in your pants if it came up to you while you were in, like, the
Freddie
plum.
were talking about ways we can go to the weird place with the bubble and the explosives and try and scout it out without having to buy all the fish, attacking fish. We're thinking, I'm a fucked up fish, let me through.
So you guys have fish here?
Not here, in one of the other places.
Is the only time you've ever seen fish when they're in their normal rectangular shape with the brown, slightly crunchy skin?
No, we didn't have those.
Oh. Well, I meant artificially made. I'm not talking about actual fish.
I've never seen the Great Blue. I've only heard legends of it.
All right, Logan, I'll go get the stuff. Cole Kinley, come back.
All right. Do you regenerate magic points?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then they are back, and he is back, and you are together. And holy shit, it looks much more fish-like. Although Kinley does mention he's not sure if the cameras will work in the dark because demons can't see in the dark, and that's why he hides in the dark to hunt demons. Because demons are now afraid of the dark when Kinley's around, is what he tells you, and he continues ranting.
If the fish can see down there, the drone will be able to.
You think that fish vision is exactly the same as camera vision?
Fish vision. Oh, this is getting great.
Mm-hmm.
Fish vision.
Actually, it's not a bad name for the episode. I'll write that down. You're making some pretty wild assumptions about that kind of thing. Because did you know there's animals that can actually see into like ultraviolet and shit?
So then,
and they don't like you either.
Well, okay, I've been down there. How dark is it?
It's fairly dim. For human eyes, maybe, but cameras need more light than people generally. That's why they have in movies a whole thing called set lighting and stuff like that.
All right.
Even the fish down there, if you remember, have like their own lights that dangle in front of their faces and shit because they get lonesome too.
All right. Well, I guess I can just attach a flashlight to it or something, like a waterproof flashlight.
Sure. Yeah, we'll just say that you've got one in all of your amazing amounts of shit that you bought.
Yeah, or if all of the amazing shit I bought, if I could have installed a low light vision, that would have been even better.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't think of it. Logan thought of it, so fuck you. All right, now, just so you know, the fish has got two speeds. It's got stealth speed, it's got faster speed, and it has fucking I'm out of here speed. Now, the stealth speed, the tail itself spins around on the end, and it goes slower, but it looks more fish-like.
Okay.
The little bit faster, the tail goes and goes up like a, and then it goes faster because the fan's wide open and it goes. And the fuck you thing, it can eject the tail off the back, and the fish is now about half the size. It goes.
Okay. Now, as for the actual swimming, how difficult will it be in this armor?
Oh my god! So you may as well just call it floundering.
Okay. Can we should go put this in the golden water for the time being. So, unless you really want to wear this down there. Are you sure you want to do that?
I don't mind. I'll take it off.
Okay. Then I will go to the golden water with the armor.
Certainly, give me your luck roll to contact Golden Wattle area and go through bringing all the armor and stuff. Yeah, great. Yeah, unfortunately, he's got such good luck it fails to absolutely destroy his trump cards all the time. That's why he is the trump master of evil. Right, you store the armor, it cuts back to, it shows you leave, and it cuts back to later, and it just shows some guy screaming, "Shut the fuck up!" at the storage thing. It's going, "Murr." He's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Then I'll come back to Kinley, call him, come back.
Yep, no problem. You get pulled back through and stuff. Aside from scuba suit, which is it just Colburn's going to be wearing the scuba suit?
Just Badger. Colburn's dead.
Oh, sorry, Badger. Okay, so Badger's the only one who's gonna be wearing scuba gear, who's never seen the Big Blue, only heard rumor of it.
Yep.
Perfect. And you two are gonna grow gills to make sure his shape-shifting Sandy loss gets maxed out as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
Fumble! I spent a hero point because
he turns into a perfect. You guys both turn into giant fish. Let's see. Tim, give me a sanity roll as they both turn into fish-headed freaks.
I use a reroll.
I haven't put the scuba thing on yet.
No.
By the way.
Both, if they stick with their fumbles, then their only thing is both their heads turn into giant talking fish.
That's pretty cool.
I made it.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, no gills for Kinley, though.
All right, well...
The one mission-critical thing he needs is the gills.
No, actually...
how much...
I will not wait. I'm going to go in with you.
How are you going to breathe?
I've got a trick.
0 D4.
D4.
What is it?
D4.
Yeah.
Yeah. 0 D4, yeah.
It goes towards shapeshifting. Tim.
You can max this out. Ooh.
Alright, I have my gills. I have the drone. We left all
You've got your controlling box.
Yeah, control box.
You need that. Otherwise, you just it'll just float.
Yeah, I left all my stuff in the gold bottle. So, ready to go.
Now, on the controlling box, I assumed you're going to be wanting to see what it sees. So it's got the camera. You're not sure how well the camera will work in a cave. The same way that telephones don't work so good if one guy gets into like an elevator or goes into a basement.
Well, there's no way for me to predict that. So,
Question.
Yes, Badger.
Why are you both not wearing scuba gear?
We have gills. Do you not see them?
I don't have.
I don't know why he isn't.
Yeah, well,
why do you have gills instead of wearing the scuba gear?
Because we can breathe underwater.
Right, but what does the scuba gear do?
It allows you to breathe and swim easier underwater. But
why did you not use the scuba gear?
It just shows Tim get in, convulse a couple times, and float upside down.
How are you going to get down there?
This is
why do I need to get down there?
You want to wait.
I'm not going down there. You are out of your mind.
All right, I guess you're putting it on then.
I'm not putting a scuba suit on. Don't need it.
Well, why did I bring it then?
I don't know.
I thought Badger was coming with us.
Badger seems reluctant.
Badger, it's just water. Just hold on to Kinley. You're not going to go anywhere.
Just water that you need gills for. That's not part of your natural form, my friend.
Well, if he clings to Kinley like a limpet, and Kinley's the one who deals with all of his scuba suit needs, it'll definitely be much easier on him than,
you can put the scuba suit on you. You just need to hold on to Kinley. Like a backpack.
Clench onto his muscular buttocks.
This will work.
We're not planning to go too far.
Well, here's my question. What is the device for?
That's to go and scout out. That's why we're going to stay.
So why are we going with it?
Because we have to be within the same zone to be able to make it operate.
Which is underwater.
All of it is underwater.
Look, if you want to wait outside, Badger, it's up to you.
Or you can clench to his mighty buttocks.
That too.
Sure, I will clench to his mighty buttocks.
All right. Do you want a rope to tie around him?
Yes. Yes.
I go get the rope and I...
Give me a knot tying roll to put him so that he is stuck to Kinley's mighty buttocks.
To do that.
Kinley, give me a knot tying roll to attach him to your mighty buttocks.
Well, hold on. We need to put the suit on first. So.
That is a good idea. Right. He stops you and goes, wait a minute. We should put the suit on first. It'll be easier.
All right, I attempt to put on the scuba suit.
We'll put it on for you. Just stay still.
All right. You stand still, and who would like to put on the scuba suit? The other one may support by going.
Why don't the flippers go on my hands?
I'll do it. Kinley can support.
All right. Kinley, please give me a tiny modern water roll to support his scuba roll. Scuba, scuba, scuba for you. He goes, he's trying to adjust the same rope, and it's like,
Oh, my God.
Right, the flippers do go on the hands. You can't see very well, and there's air coming on the back of your neck regularly. They make noises, and they tell you that you're ready to be tied to Kinley. You are lacking confidence.
Can you put this on, Badger?
You can feel your confidence draining away, Badger.
I don't even know what it is. I put it on. I've got the flippers on my hands. Makes sense because they have the flippers up here.
Right.
And then, cool.
Wait, can I try getting off?
Or you could tell Kinley to please put it on. You support him. Either way.
Yeah. Kinley, you try it. Let me support you.
Do what now?
You have a +10. Go put the thing on him properly. It's obviously not right.
Tiny, moderate. Yeah. You were paying attention to something else. He fucked it up really badly. He needs you to do it because Freddy doesn't know how scuba works. Neither do you. So, right. You feel like you're going to die soon. Give me a 6 sense danger sense roll or 2.
Alright, so can we try that off?
Sure. Or you can just let him try to figure out this new tech.
No, it's fun.
Right. They take the flippers off. Well, actually, they can leave the flippers on your hands because you're not going to be going anywhere anyway. The air tanks was the main thing in the past. He likes them with the flippers. It makes him upset if you take them off. Oh, okay. He looks upset.
So what do I need my hands for?
To hold on to him in case the rope breaks.
It just shows his fucking unconscious coming up with this huge thing ripping him off of Kinley's back and the rope like ping.
You need to get a weapon. So that's what you need your hands for, just in case.
A weapon.
I'm sure firing a rifle into water will be just fine.
I don't think it'll work, actually.
All right, so I get my sword.
Sure. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. Kinley likes having swords swung around his head when the guy doing it is at a huge penalty.
Love it.
Now, Kinley, let's see that knot tying roll because apparently Freddy doesn't know how ropes work.
Well, I want to support him.
Oh, okay.
I'll try to.
It shows him putting the noose carefully over your head and tightening it up.
Yeah, we're +5.
Looking forward to accidentally slitting Kinley's throat.
All right, no problem. You've got the noose around your head, and he's wrapped the rope several times and tied the other end to your foot. There you go, he says.
All right, Kinley, let me try. You help me.
I will just forget the fucking rope.
All right, fine, no rope.
Are you sure you don't want to try it? You've got the rope, you've got him, you've got time. And he will be clenching to Kinley's mighty buttocks, apparently only one-handed, as the other wildly waves the sword around Kinley's head, attempting to cut his hair while he's underwater.
Try and help while you do it.
Yay! Yeah, okay, you got a +5 there, Freddy.
No.
All right, you guys are ready to go.
Fuck the rope.
Fuck the rope, it's fine, let's go.
Okay, so now, big question, Tim. They've given up on the rope. Do you want to have the sword in the scabbard so you can clench his mighty buttocks with both hands for the time being?
Yeah, I'm not using the sword. I'm just fucking holding on.
Okay, yeah. All right. You have a horrible feeling like you're going to die soon.
Yep.
Shows him breathing. Go.
It's a terrible idea.
It's not good.
It's a great idea.
Sure. Okay. And then?
Then we go to the we go to the swimming pool.
Uh-huh.
And then we go. I hold on to the fish and the remote, and we slowly get in the pool and we swim through the gate.
No problem. All I need is a swim roll to start with. A swim roll from each of the two people who is not Tim. And then you encounter your first real problem.
All right, well, I made a crit, so.
Crit is good. In fact, I'll give you a plus 10% on the contortions roll.
No.
That's coming
I'm not
up.
coming through.
Ooh.
We're staying in that room.
Oh.
And the drone is going to go
It's
through.
not really a room so much as a narrow-ass tunnel that's underwater.
Absolutely fine. We don't need to go through the tunnel. I just want the drone to go through it.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
The question is, we're still underwater though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not have anything at the moment that would stop me from drowning. But first thing I need to ask, this is a full magic zone we're now in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that means that my sword goes to the next level, which means Tim's also floating next to a fucking undead version of Alex Kinney.
Oh, great.
He begins rotting as you hold on to his buttocks. What level are you up to now?
I'm now up to the one, so I've got it all written down. I know what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's the basically immune to stuff. So you're immune to poison, sleep effects, paralysis, stunning, disease, and death effects. I'm not sure if that includes drowning.
That's a really clever thing. Let me go take a look, because
It doesn't specifically say anything about breathing, but
it does.
I was guessing it was like.
Well, no, Logan even said you don't need to breathe.
Yeah, one of the things. Hold on, let me find it real quick.
It doesn't mention it there, but theoretically, if it is, then I don't need to worry about casting a spell as a backup.
Yeah.
Because I can also cast a spell breathe if I need to, but I didn't know if I needed to bother with that.
Okay, hold on a second.
It should be the third. It's the third thing after ongoing things. It's the third effect that.
Hold on, I'm looking for the fucking sword right now.
You guys might need to make sanity rolls against zombies if you haven't already got it mapped.
Where did I tell you the sword thing was located?
Ongoing effects. Ongoing things.
I had zombie maxed out.
Blackfist Tower, PC loot. I moved it to PC loot.
Jesus, that's the second time.
Sorry. Okay, so
PC loot.
Yeah.
Right.
Easier. Let's see. Let me just do a search for the word breathe.
I can tell you now, it doesn't actually say that in the description, but
it does. It does. I can read it to you. It says you literally have no heartbeat. Stay away from doctors, as they will probably dissect you. The only time you breathe is if you're wanting to say something. So that is, you're currently at immune to exhaustion effects. First aid no longer works.
Right. No, that's the next one up then.
Two more from there. Next is affected by spells and abilities which affect undead, and then after that is you literally have no heartbeat. So 2 more levels. Time to cast your magic and shine on you, crazy diamond.
Right. Well, that's 5 seconds.
No problem. You've got time.
10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great. He goes, and then he does something. Now, meanwhile, on Tim, you may or may not be experiencing a common scuba diver problem that you've gotten 0 training on how to deal with. Go ahead and give me a luck roll would be fine. Just succeed at full and you're fine. No problem. As you're sitting there, water begins slowly coming into your mask.
Oh, no problem. I use my skill at scuba diving.
Oh, all right.
That he has at 60.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Wow.
Oh, right. He goes and clears the mask like a fucking boss. And he looks at the camera and winks. Like, I already knew this all this time.
Learn, by the way, Tim.
Yeah, working on it.
I can't believe you just did that.
That's fucking hilarious. I was going to have him freak out underwater. But okay, no, he's fine. So now, Freddy, you turn on your shit, and let's see what the tech level is here. I mean,
I still need a sanity for the zombie, though.
Yeah, that's right. Does Freddy have zombies maxed out?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, good. Badger, I believe it's a D8 for zombies, and they max it like 16.
Oh,
okay. That's a bad number. Okay, so make a willpower times 3, and you get a check in willpower, and you don't lose your shit as you clench tenaciously to his rotting buttocks.
Dead buttocks.
Apparently,
around, smile at him and wink.
You're thinking things just look weird underwater now. Although Freddy, he always looked weird, so maybe that's why he doesn't look as weird. Yeah, that's it. That's what's going on.
What's happening here?
Pledge to my undead buttocks.
It was unlimited last time, Logan. So.
Yes, it is still unlimited. I know, but I've got to double check because things happen. Life changes. So, you are now ready for your big, let's see, what?
Make a note, Undead Buttocks might be a good name for the fucking show.
It would be tiny modern water.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's black water.
Ooh,
wow.
Like
no problem, yeah. Like a boss. Now, let's see.
Stealth mode. Stealth mode, by the way.
Yes. It's going. Now, Kinley, the fish are coming to check it out and whatnot. And let me see how they react. High is poorly. Low is well. They don't seem to like it. They occasionally will take a small bite out of it. You're thinking your time here might be limited as far as drone survival goes. He just sighs. You can hear him sighing underwater, which is better.
Well, I mean, I continue to swim away from them towards.
You're going slow enough where they just keep like biting it. You're starting the steering's starting to get sloppier.
I'll go at the second speed then.
They kind of back off and then they go, and it looks like it's shitting out bubbles. And they go, and they're like, let's see what this does with their attitudes. They decide to watch from a distance because something is up with this fucking fish. All right, so you're cruising around. No problem. What do you want to check out?
The bubble thing with all the majors and stuff?
Yeah, you go up there, and they're all still there. Look at those nukes and shit. Yeah.
I show the image to Kenley.
He tries to get you to look into the black heart of this fucking demon, Kenley, and you can see this evil face on screen going, and it's trying to get out of the fucking little glass enclosure that he's got it trapped in.
Kenley,
do it.
It's fine. Do it. It's important, Kenley. Fight through it. I believe in you. Just look at it.
All right. Give me a spot hidden roll as you do the no, because the demon's trying to get control of your spirit while you're doing that.
Fortunately, I'm just too damn good.
Oh, okay.
I keep my eyes closed the entire goddamn time.
It really does help.
By the way, Tim, take this.
Do what?
Hang on to it.
It gives you some cocaine.
Hang on to this for dear life, Tim. Give me something back.
Hold on.
He wants you to have the cocaine and put it in your nose.
There you
All right, let's see. Okay, now here's what you see generally speaking.
Generally speaking.
Now, first off, stop trying to move shit. I'm just directing them there. You see, it looks like there's a big bladder that's surrounding these guys. You're not sure what the fuck it's made out of. It looks like maybe it's made out of some sort of jellyfish skin or something, that kind of bladder. And it's surrounding these guys and all that stuff. And inside of there is kind of a bluish, more bluish colored goo or water or something like that. And there's also in each of these circles that's on this thing is 3 guys laid out. Hold on, let me get back to my description instead of just freeballing it here. Yeah. Inside the big scary cave. Yes, I called it the big scary cave, by the way. Okay. Inside of 3 smaller bladders that are very reminiscent of the stasis chambers that you keep coming across. They seem to be filled with, quote, blue goo of 3 guys each, sitting in a smaller triangle surrounded by some sort of freaky, complicated, floating magical circles. The magic circles seem to be floating strange symbols, which are slowly dancing in a big circle. You can see the circles on the diagram thing there. Various luminescent colors, like a pentagram on the floor, but these things are floating like hula hoops and shifting while keeping right around the 3 older bearded guys per thing. You recognize these assholes. These are the missing mages who went on the quest for the source of magic and apparently got caught by the dwarves. Each of them is wearing a wristband and several stomach and back suckers and implants with wires and various shit coming out of them. They've been taken over by demons. And they also have a rune inscribed on each of their foreheads. Give me a read Dwarven runes roll.
Yes.
Slave 83, slave 84, slave 85, that kind of thing. And let's see, the dwarves are very fucking pragmatic in their labeling, okay? Let's see, in the center of it, where the star-looking thing is on the picture, is a ghostly grandfather clock. The thing that really bums you out is, in addition to all the super bright, blatant magic stuff going on, there's also a bunch of demon stuff hooked up. Strange demon sensors and devices seem to be hooked up also within the clear bladder. And you also see 4 of these. Yep. With, they appear to be demon snow cones. Each of those has a hammer and sickle thing on them with lots of complicated wiring. There's various lights there blinking and flashing, and you wonder how much of the demon, invisible demon juice that flows around these things those guys are sucking up. And let's see, what else? Give me your analyze magic roll as the demon fish uses its demon eye to send you demon images. We can't see you anymore, Freddy. Is that correct or incorrect? Did you kill your camera? You don't know what any of this shit is. Definitely on a fail roll, this is probably the most powerful spell you've ever seen. You have no fucking clue what is going on with it, but whatever it is, it's not good.
No one got any reroll cards?
Nah.
No.
I have different results for all the way up to a quarter. If you get at a quarter or better, then you just get it. Are you okay, Freddy? Is your camera okay?
Yeah, just one sec.
No worries. If you turned it off intentionally, I don't care.
Yeah.
If it just turned off because it fucking.
I like that when his thing went off, some black dude's face popped up.
Does anyone else want to just have a go while we're there?
Freddy's always wanted to be black.
Am I allowed to have another go, Logan? But it's already done this.
You've already done this, I think. Has your skill gone up in the meantime?
Oh, I don't fucking remember.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll let you have another go. It's been a while since you've been here.
Sure.
Kinley announces that it looks as though it may be magic. Fumble. Probably not magic at all, but something done with holograms. Or, and I've got this seriously written down, badgers. Magic isn't really your thing. Now, stage magic on the other thing, probably also not your thing. I have no idea where the badgers thing came from, but it was pre-badger PC. So
Badger, open your eyes and look at this screen and tell me what you see.
I open my eyes and look. What do I see before me?
Terror. Go ahead and give me your the same description I just gave, and give me your analyze magic skill roll, please. I am Norse, son of the Great Norse. Fail. Probably the most powerful spell you've ever seen. You have no fucking clue what's going on, but whatever it is, it's not good. Now, everybody can give me their electronic roll to diagnose shit, unless you can't make one for role-playing reasons.
Before I roll, I might spend a few points.
Might?
On the analyze magic, yeah.
Fail. You didn't want to be an electrician anyway. You wanted to be a lumberjack, leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia. The giant redwood, the larch, the fir, the mighty Scots pine. With your best squeeze by your side, you'd sing, sing, sing.
All right.
So how do you do on your electronics roll? Give me another fail so I can run through that again.
No.
You're going to spend 0 points on your analyze magic? Just because Kinley doesn't know doesn't mean that anybody will ever know.
I mean, this is really important.
No.
Try analyze high magic?
Yes, I would allow that.
No.
Fail. Probably the most powerful spell you've ever seen, etc.
Alright, I'll try it once.
Spending a hero point?
Yeah.
Fail. Magic isn't your thing. You don't like it. You don't know how to use it. You don't know what it is. Who is all this? What does it mean? What does it all mean? I think Freddy may have frozen up. I think everybody may have frozen up.
No.
Nope, you're back now. Okay.
Oh, fine. Alright, well, whatever.
Did you spend a hero point and then make your magic roll?
Yeah, I made it, but I already know what it is, so you don't have to tell me. You can tell Matt if you want.
Certainly, I will tell Matt. There seems to be some sort of interchange between the power of the mages, the ghost of the grandfather clock, and the magic circles. Freddy isn't sure if it's the mages or the ghost clock is generating or refining the power of both. The magic is stronger than normal petty magic and possibly major magic or something else.
Is it broken?
Roll.
Yeah, we've already got all this. So,
Is it? Should I be recognized broken person or broken?
You could put broken effect.
Yeah.
But put broken in quotes so that I know what the fuck it is, because that's a special term thing.
Okay. Quotes it is.
Thank you. It's not broken, but it is causing breakage. Unless it is...
Can I try to analyze it now that I've
Yes.
it?
Yes. Look at him go.
I'm just going to roll that same skill because it's the same skill level.
Fuck you and your rolls. Take a check in analyze broken effect. Whatever is going on here, I mean, this isn't, you don't have like a detailed fucking, I get all this, but you're thinking that whatever this is ripping apart space and time around here, and it will probably cause the barbershops to eventually. The internet went. Hold on a second. Give me a second to.
No way.
It was really good. When it froze, it was basically looked like you taking a shit. I actually managed to snip it.
Nice.
I've got a picture in our Facebook channel of you taking a shit. Ah! But that's going up on Facebook.
Tim has escaped.
What are my chances for doing this at a quarter?
Let's see. Player popped out. Hold on a second. The OBS is not fucking getting the right thing.
Is it?
No, not right now. Let's see.
Let me know if you need help.
General Discord. No. Yes, OBS is back. Okay. Now make sure that the internet likes it. Please hold. Yes. Okay. They even had Matt's fingers wiggling around like he was. Okay. How far into this always happens when I'm starting to tell you, like, I gave a nice dramatic thing and everything, and then the internet's like.
You didn't get that far into it.
Okay. So what you've determined is that whatever's going on here is breaking the grandfather clock, which has something to do with the barber shops, you think. And if you're lucky, it will cause all the barbershops to go permanently offline. If you're unlucky, it could either, like on the lower end, it could just destroy all these zones that have barbershops in them. On the high end, it could destroy space-time continuum. Whatever is going on here, because essentially somebody is pumping way too much power through and out of this thing. I love the sign, and it gets worse because you're thinking that it's been left going for so long that it's just getting worse because the players go, it looks hard, and then they fucking leave, and it keeps going, and it keeps getting worse. It's kind of like you're putting like you start by putting a couple drops of jet fuel into your gas, and then you just keep increasing the dosage to see how much your fucking car engine can handle. That's what you think is going on.
So you saying I should have gone to the doctor?
You're thinking better call Geico.
I communicate with these guys. I'm pointing back up at the.
Okay.
Freddie, your fish is still out there. It's still going. And you can see that fucking octopus is getting ready to make a move on it, Freddie. It's trying to cut off your exit and shit because it wants to eat you.
Okay, speed mode 3, let's go. Woo.
Give me a new driving roll because you're trying to avoid the octopus and these guys and all that shit because you don't want to accidentally set off the fucking nukes that are real close by and have all these wires and blinking lights, and if you fumble you're driving right. It shows the jets pushing against the membrane and just a small tear.
What? No.
It's only a little tear.
No.
You might not even notice it on your shirt for like a week.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, the tear is now definitely bigger.
No, 0 point. Alright, there we
I like Matt's expression. He's like, I can feel the dildo going into Freddy. The octopus is like, right, it shoots over, the tail is gone, but you've got pretty much the body of it because you went to speed mode 3, the maximum fish tier. These are the voyages of the Fisher-Prize.
Starfish Enterprise.
Right, the fish comes up out of the water. You get to watch the very surprised expression from everybody is not Freddy as the fish goes, and it's now up next to you.
I grab onto it and I swim up.
Everybody, just give me a simple swim roll full, unless you're clutching onto mighty buttocks. I will take from you either a strength roll or a grapple roll, depending on how you want to do it. Because when Alex swims, the water fucking gets beaten into submission.
Oh, wow.
It just shows his fingers go into Kinley's buttocks, and he goes whoa as he swims. You haven't been groped like that since you went to Catholic school.
You said he's undead, right? I just fucking wedge those fingers in between the bones.
No problem. You guys quickly and efficiently swim out with your stuff and your fish and your all that crap.